What's the deal, y'all? This is Battle Rap Chuck 92, your boy. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe. I'm actually here to talk about angles, math, hoffa, and angles. That's what this blog is actually about today. Math, hoffa, and angles. And you guys are going to actually see, you guys are going to know exactly like what I'm talking about. Now, I know as far as like when it actually like get to angles, I ain't stepped up in the foot up in the battle ring or like the battle life or anything. I haven't, of course, like, battle people and things like that. Nah. And plus I'm from Cali. You know what I mean? I lived in Compton. I dang near lived in Paramount, dang near South Central, bro. I've been all over the map. And South Central, Compton, Watts, it wasn't like no New York. It wasn't like no East Coast where you walk outside and then people battling. No, it was more just like when we walk outside, we just worrying about getting shot. You know what I mean? It was crazy back then. You know what I'm saying? Like especially in the 90s. But not to just stay on there. And maybe this is because, this is just like how I am and where I'm from. But my thing is, I just feel like when you battling somebody, whatever happened to you cold-heartedly, and you actually care about that situation, and you know what happened. It was a very, very sad moment. I'm expecting any battler to come up in there and try to get hella personal with me. I'm expecting that to happen. So my thing is, if you go up in that ring, you just better just know what's about to happen. Because this person, he could have been punching all his life. Now he want to go personal. Rum Nitty, for instance, he went against Tay Rock. And Miss Hustle told him the stuff or whatever. He decided to go personal because he low-key felt like that's what he needed, he low-key felt like that's what he needed to do. Big K versus Math. He felt like that's what he needed to do. He felt like he had to address Math Hoffa up in the third round. The bully angle. And basically flipping it on Math as if you doing you did all these, excuse me, y'all, you did all this punching up in people's face, I'm saying, punch people or whatever. Now you got mad when people fired on you or punched on you and did a cheap shot on you. Now you know how it feels. Me personally, I just know what I'm walking into. I can't walk up to a dude that I'm about to battle and then like, yeah, you're gonna get personal. Then we both laugh and then he like, oh nah, man, nah, I ain't gonna go personal, man. I ain't gonna do you like that. Alright, man, for sure. Cause I was gonna go personal on you, but I ain't gonna do it. Oh yeah, for sure. Next thing you know, boom. So me honestly, I honestly wouldn't trust nobody if I'm battling. I don't need to tell nobody about my personal, about my personal things, about my personal life. I don't have to. And that's what I be trying to tell people. Everything is not Instagram. Everything is not Facebook. Everything is not, everything, life is not about posting. Posting is not about life. You know what I mean? So everything is just not meant for the internet. And to be real with y'all, let me tell you something. When Mook and Calico went against Briz and T-Top, let me tell you something. My mother's still alive. My mother's still alive. My mother's healthy and everything. But let me tell you this. When you want to actually go at people's neck and you know that their mama passed away or whatever the case might be, I feel like the rules is off. When you do that, when you battle rap, I feel like that's off. I'm not a fan of the bumping I'm not a fan of talking about somebody dead grandmama or dead mama. Some people be trying to kind of like sitting here acting like it's like disrespectful hoffa. No, disrespectful arse. Arse runs disrespect. But like, let's just get to the T-Top and y'all boy Briz against Mook and Calico. I guess they just, I guess they saw it like on the internet. And it's like rest in peace to Mook moms. And next thing you know, they get up in a battle when it's like F your moms. I was actually like thrown off that day because I didn't know what Mook was doing. I thought Mook like I was hearing what they were saying to Mook, but I didn't know. I didn't know Mook mama passed away. I didn't know that. So when I saw Mook go sit down in the corner, I'm just like, is he mad because they going over their time? But then I'm like, nah, you can't be mad at that. I'm like, 'cause they haven't even went that long like that. You know what I mean? So I'm just like a little thrown off, and then better yet, I'm like, okay, that happened. You know what I'm saying? Like that went down. And my thing is just I look at it like, man, everything is not for internet. I don't know what Mook did as far as putting his mom on the internet and things like that, because I don't even be on the internet like that. I don't know what Mook did to like let it be known that his mom's passed away. So I'm not talking to Mook about this. But all I just know, if you battle rap, maybe if you just rap, I feel like anybody that's in battle rap right now today will probably feel like they have to go far and do things like that to win a battle. Briz and T-Top like, man, you know what? We're going against Calico and Mook. Yeah, we gotta come at they neck, man. Say, hey, I didn't even want to say after this. I didn't even want to say after this dude moms. Yeah, let's do that because Mook is an angler, so we gotta do something. We gotta make Mook feel uncomfortable. Like we gotta come with it. A man will break his neck into basically killing you before even healing himself. Put it that way. A man could be focused on trying to F up your life, trying to mess up your life, way before he even just think about just getting himself together in the streets. Way before that. He more interested in hating and doing cold things to you, but don't even get himself together. But not even thinking about getting himself together. So when I look at a person like a Math Hoffa, it's true, but I'm looking at him like, like Math Hoffa, like, my bad. I'm looking at him like, you're known as an angler. Math Hoffa is most definitely known as an angler. So you best believe whoever you go against, they might feel the need to do that to you. From the Hollows to the T-Rexes to the Iron Solomons. You even got personal with Arsenal. But you didn't like what, Arsenal did, say to you or whatever, talking about certain things with kids. And me actually like watching battles, I do notice that Math Hoffa is actually like sensitive as far as like when it actually comes to a situation, if it actually have to do with kids or whatever. Hey, well, you know what? I might be sensitive on that too, to be honest with you. And me personally, when I hear a lot of people basically saying, oh, well, Math should have stayed there. I can't say that. I can't say Math Hoffa should have stayed there. Cause I haven't been up in that like predicament. I haven't been up in that situation and I don't want to. And I don't want to. I don't want to be up in that situation. I don't want to be up in that situation. So my thing is, it was kind of awkward and kind of confusing to me because I'm just like, well, the fact that Math Hoffa addressed it in the first round, I'm like, why didn't Math think that he was going to bring that up? But I'm not here to blame neither one. I'm not here to blame neither one. Because I knew Jag was going to talk about that. I knew he was going to talk about that. And I also knew Math was going to address it. Because other than when people was talking about the walking out thing, oh yeah, they said Math Hoffa was pacing and he was just walking all the way back to the exit door. When everybody was saying that, I'm just like, well, you know what? It was a good battle. I'm not taking Math W away because Math didn't just stand there like a man and like let Jag talk to him. No, I'm not gonna take that L. Like I'm not gonna take that L away because of that. I don't do that with no battles. With none. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't do that with no battles. I don't do that with no battles. If you want a battle, you want a battle. It's that simple. It's that simple. If you want a battle, you want a battle. And Math Hoffa to me won the battle. But it's funny how, with everybody basically saying, oh yeah, you crazy, for saying Math Hoffa won that first round. But see, this was around the time, won that battle. But see, I was able to see it quicker than a lot of people. And the only reason why I was able to see it quicker than a lot of people because I know with certain people, they wasn't willing to basically pay, like for the VOD or whatever. Or some people just end up paying for the VOD at the last minute. I paid for my VOD Friday night. That's when I paid for my VOD. So I was able to tell. So as soon as that battle went off, I did recap it. And people thought I was crazy when I said Math Hoffa won. There's a lot of people that have Math Hoffa winning. But it's also a lot of people that got Jag winning too. But see, my thing is though, when I look at Math Hoffa, I just know whenever he's willing to battle, whatever person he's going against, they feel like to do anything to him to just mess him up in the battle. They will do anything to Math to win the battle. They will do anything to Math to win the battle. That's how I feel. Mook too. Mook is a part of this too. Mook is a part of this too. So when it gets to certain things as far as like with angling or whatever the case might be, if you know whatever happened in your life and you know that they could possibly talk about that, it's gonna happen. But the cool part about that, yeah, you could have a contract and then you could say, yeah, don't talk about this and then don't talk about that. Yeah, you could do that. You could do that. Yeah, sure. You could do that. Like I'm super exhausted right now, y'all, but I just feel like I just have to just like talk about this, before I end up going to sleep today. Tonight. I'm worn out, man. I've been doing so much today, man. It's been crazy. But, but my thing is though, when it comes to certain things as far as with angles, yeah, people gonna come at Math Hoffa throat. You would be out your mind. You would be a fool if you didn't think an industry rapper like Jag, for his first time, not gonna come up in there and not say anything about that. Hey, that's gonna happen. Now, me personally, and I'm gonna just be real with y'all. Me personally, me battling somebody, and I heard something about like a charge. I don't really like to say this type of stuff on my channel, but charge, that me personally, I just know if I'm battling somebody, if I'm going against somebody, 9 times out of 10, I'm not gonna speak on it. Y'all fans will hate me. Y'all fans will probably hate me because I'm not speaking on it because therefore that's not none of my business and I don't know too much about it. And I don't care about knowing too much about it because it don't have nothing to do with me. It don't have nothing to do with me. I probably would have said something about it, but it wouldn't have been nothing that was gonna just affect the opponent. You know what I mean? I probably would have said it in the battle, hey, but you know what though? That ain't none of my business. Boom. But at the end of the day, y'all fans probably wouldn't like that. Y'all fans probably wouldn't like certain things like that. Math Hoffa didn't like the angle against Big K. Mook didn't like the angle against Briggs. This ain't the first time this happened. T-Rex didn't like the angle against Danny. You know what I mean? T-Rex didn't like the angle that Danny did to him. When he said you died the same day as your cousin, I wouldn't have said that either. But at the end of the day, we don't know. Cause hey, real talk, I ain't never gave no man 12K. And I don't know if I gave a man 12K, but he kept on trying to ditch out on me. He kept trying to duck me and, kept trying to dodge me, not trying to pay me back. I don't know how I don't know how I would react, but it would be it'd be a crucial way though for if I react to it. You know what I'm saying? You best believe it. It's gonna be some issues. It's gonna be some problems. And next thing you know, that's probably what made Danny go up in there and say that. And y'all might think it's insane. So with certain people saying that he should have stood there, 99% of y'all ain't been up in no situation like that. So how would y'all say maybe he should have stood there and just like let Jack talk to him? Y'all don't know how that feel, and y'all have to understand this is on camera. So at the end of the day, a daughter or your son or whatever could click in a daddy's battle anytime, and then they talking to him about the case, and then they sitting here like, dang, like millions of people is watching this battle. So hey, Matt probably just felt like uncomfortable. He probably felt uncomfortable. And at the end of the day, it is what it is. It is what it is. If you guys felt like Jag won because of that, then you know what I'm saying, that's cool. But I'm not gonna stay on that because I already spoke on who won, and I already spoke on it again, basically saying, opinions are opinions. It's opinionated sport. I already spoke on that. But this right here is really, really just about like the angles. It's really, really about the math hoffas, the verbs, even the swave severs, even the who else angles? The T-tops. These people angle. They come at you with angles. You know what I mean? So I just feel like any type of angle type rapper, it's gonna be an issue. T-top, y'all saw Arsenal did to him. Y'all saw that. Mike P. Look what happened to Mike P. Mike P was so jacked up off that, he couldn't live that off. He couldn't live it off. He could not live that off. How would you feel the next 2 weeks? You have to sit down and you have to prepare for something like that. But then, hey, at the end of the day, yeah, Mike P did come at Danny's wife. He did. So my thing is, with Math and Jag, I definitely want to see Jag battle again. I still want to see Math Hoffa battle again. Shouts out, you know what I'm saying? Like, shouts out to both of them. Most definitely shouts out to both of them. But all I just know is that, and hey, y'all could sit here and hate this channel, or y'all could sit here and hate this video or whatever the case might be. But if you haven't experienced it, don't talk about it. Don't speak on it if you haven't experienced it. I actually had like a conversation with my homeboy the other day. Well, not too long ago. And I'm like, hey, you can't relate. You can't relate to having a son. You can't relate to having a daughter. So how, you know what I'm saying? So how you gonna tell me as far as what I could have done, of what I could do? It's just like when you have a baby, you sitting here reading all these books. One person on the other side of you, she sitting here reading all these books, and they was like, oh, you know what you could do for your child? If you don't eat no crazy stuff, you could give him bananas and grapes. That's all he should eat. And then when dinner time come, you could give him some, you could just give him just some green beans. Man, that baby gonna starve. But at the end of the day, the only reason why I'm actually like bringing that up is because it's easy for you to say. It's easier to say things than doing it. It's easy to say things, but you're not doing it. You're not about the action with it. You're just doing this. But if you don't have no kid, if you don't have no child, shut up. Be quiet. So if you basically see me giving my kid, something that you don't like, and then you comment on it, and then you be like, I don't know. I know if I had a kid, I'd just give him fruits, and then when nighttime come, I give him some vegetables. If you don't have no kid, shut up. Be quiet. Be quiet. If you don't have no kid, be quiet. It's no, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's that simple. So the same thing goes with that. If you haven't experienced that, you can't sit here and say what another man should have done if you ain't experienced it. Don't talk about nothing that you haven't experienced it. That's just like me just sitting here saying that, let's just say when it gets to bank robbing or gang banging or whatever the case might be is stupid. I'm not gonna sit here and say that, because at the end of the day, it's some people that was born up in that, and they had no choice because they couldn't get up out of the hood. They couldn't get up out of the hood. They went everywhere where the gangsters was going. They was tired of getting jumped, leaving from high school and all that. They was tired of that. And next thing you know, they like, oh yeah, you know what? I'm from such and such. You got a daughter, or if you got a son, you never know. You probably want to punch a man up in his face if he's actually like saying certain things, very, very disrespectful. And another person sitting here saying like you should have stood there and listened. Especially if you didn't do certain things. If you didn't do what somebody said that you did and it's false. But I stand very, very big on that. Nobody cannot tell me certain things if you haven't experienced it. You could give me advice, but don't try to sit here and act like you experienced this and you actually know about it. I'm very, very big on that. And if you don't know about certain things like that, then you actually shouldn't comment on certain things that you haven't experienced or you don't know. It's that simple. It's that simple. So all you guys that's actually saying is that he should have stood there, or Math Hoffa should have stood there. Okay, fine. We know Math Hoffa ain't perfect. Yeah, we know what Math Hoffa did. Even Math Hoffa angles was probably crazy. But when you want to sit here and then you want to talk about the Math Hoffa and Hollow, but then you also want to talk about like the Jag and the Math. Let me tell you something. If you didn't do certain things like this off of what a woman basically said that you did, but you know you didn't do it for something very, very serious as far as like what a woman actually like did to what you actually did to the woman, but it's false, and you have kids and you on TV and you didn't do it. That's a whole nother thing between a man that was actually ducking and dodging and he now got over on somebody up in the streets. But he really did that though. And I don't know about the Math Hoffa Hollow thing. I don't get into all that. That's not none of my business. I don't get into all that. But my thing is though, when it comes to these type of things, just know of what you get yourself into. When you get into these battles, just know what you get yourself into. And guess what? I'm pretty sure Math Hoffa knows that. Math Hoffa been battling for I don't know how long. But hey, it's a very, very touchy subject. And sometimes when certain things like that come to play, it's gonna come. And that was Daniel like your first battle, battling on the stage, and that was your first time, you know they're going to try to use that angle against a Math Hoffa. You know why? Because I look at Math Hoffa as very, very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. John, very, very dangerous. Math Hoffa, very, very dangerous. Verb, very, very dangerous. These dudes are very, very dangerous. Mook, he's very dangerous. These are very, very dangerous battle rappers. So what you think dangerous does? When people fear you, what you think that they do? When they fear you, they try to do everything to basically try to pick you apart, and they try to do everything to kill you because they fear you. So nobody don't have to just kill nobody physically on stage in battle rap. But if you fear that person, some people feel the need to give you a low blow in a battle. You don't think so? You don't think so? So my thing is though, you know what I'm saying? So when it comes to these battles, bro, I know what to expect. I know what goes down. I'm saying, like, I know what goes down up in these battles. So I really, really don't knock Jag, and I also don't knock Math Alpha. And the only reason why I don't really, really knock Jag, because, like, I seen stuff worse than this. Way worse in battle rap. I now seen dudes fight just off the jump in battle rap. I seen a dude get fired on in battle rap. I seen Arsenal talk about his dead mama and his dead daddy, man. Huh? I mean, I seen Arsenal talk crazy about what's the name, uncle. I forgot his name. Shotgun Horror. Yeah, you know. So all I'm just saying, man, it's like when you get to this battling, and it's to all the battlers, hey, just be prepared. Just be prepared what comes to you. Like, even like Mike P. I don't know. I don't know what you so surprised about. You going against Ryder. Ryder look at you like a dangerous opponent. He did this and that with your you know what. He like, man, why not do that? That raised my stock. And when he felt like he won a battle, and even though he lost, and everybody thought he won, he did an interview, and what'd he say? That raised my stock. Battle Rap Chuck 92, your boy. Subscribe to my channel. Don't be scared to subscribe to my channel. And Ultimate Madness is back again. They right back at it. I can't wait for that on Saturday. I can't wait to watch that. I also can't wait to watch as far as what goes on Caffeine tomorrow. But yeah, this is Battle Rap Chuck 92, man. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe. And to all the up and coming battle rappers, man, if y'all have any type of personal thing going on, all I'm just saying is, hey, put it in your contracts. And if y'all don't put it up in your contracts, give a rebuttal on it. And at the end of the day, you don't even have to give a rebuttal on it, because sometimes these angles don't hit. Everybody angle don't hit like that. Now, do I feel like somebody could have did that angle better on Math? Yes. Oh yeah. But at the end of the day, man, we move on with it, man. Shouts out to Jag, shouts out to Math Hoffa, shouts out even to the up and comers, because I want y'all to be good. I want the rookies to be good too. But I'm gonna talk about the rookies that I like. Easy to Block Captain. You probably my favorite rookie right now. Be careful. I hope Brooklyn Hands constantly stick to it and do what he do. Be careful. Jada Nightwing, you another one of my favorite ones. Be careful, cause you know what they do. You know what they do for views. I'm gone.